It is time for our June Indie Author Showcase. We are talking about books releasing in June for our indie independent authors, and I'm excited. You know, I did a different tactic this time. Sometimes I was going to Facebook and just being bombarded with just stuff I had to filter through, but this time I went to TikTok. I was trendy and I was like, hey guys, send me some stuff from the Indie Author Showcase, and you guys came through, which is awesome. So I was able to go through, see some authors talk about their books, see how passionate they were about it, and it got me excited to be able to read those stories too. And so, hey, let's jump in. Let's see what books are coming out in June, and I hope you, as the listener and or watcher, find a book that excites you, that you'd like to read in this next month to be able to support some indie authors out there and all of that jazz. So we are starting off with June 1st. We have a book called Elimination Trials by J.J. Steele. Looks really, really unique and cool. We got some bullet holes, we got some text, and this is the description. The Elimination Trials. All Nadya wanted to do was finish school and start working in her chosen career. Instead, she now has to attempt to make it through the grueling and sometimes deadly government trials. With danger around every corner, a love interest who seems to have pretty jarring mood swings, and a rebel force trying to bring down the whole institution, Nadya's chances of survival grow slimmer by the day. You know, you can't get enough of dystopian Hunger Games or, Battle Royale type stuff going on here, especially involving governments, so I'm excited about that front. But also, look at this category that this very specific book is in. It's called Teen and Young Adult Science Fiction Dystopian Romance Ebooks. Crazy. But this comes out June 1st. You can get it on Kindle Unlimited or you can get it on Kindle as well. And also, just to let you guys know, sometimes I won't mention paperback, but the day of release, there will be a paperback version of it. So just check back on day of release and it will be there. That happened in a few other indie author showcases where I just said it was strictly this, and the author just hasn't put it up yet, or it just comes out the day of. So I would definitely check back and be able to order your paperback book and all that type of stuff. And so get ready for the Elimination Trials, coming out June 1st by J.J. Steele. Coming up to our next book, it is coming out June 3rd, and this is one I actually had to look up a definition for a word here. So this is called Faun Over Me, a sapphic monster romance. I had no idea what sapphic meant, but believe it or not, according to Professor Google, because he teaches us everything, it is relating to the ancient god poet Sappho, her poetry or verse in a meter associated with her. And so it comes from that, and it's an umbrella term for any women attracted to women in a relationship with another woman. And so we have our very own sapphic romance going on here, lesbian romance, I guess you could say as well. And this is the description for Faun Over Me, a sapphic monster romance. Welcome to Camp Cryptid. As the new assistant director of Elkwater Music Camp, Avery Payne has 16 weeks between her and her Carnegie Mellon dream, 16 weeks working at the only human-inhuman band camp in the nation, just enough time to have her world turned upside down by a curly-haired faun. Cricket is ready to fight for a woodland home against the Georgia men who come buy it out from under her. In search of her cousin, the only faun to have integrated with the broader human world, Cricket finds herself stranded at Elkwater Music Camp. The roads are closed, her cousin is gone, and the red-headed assistant director can't seem to leave her alone. When a mysterious and violent monster threatens the camp, Cricket and Avery band together, discovering the truth behind the land grabs in Greenbank and their undeniable attraction to each other. This book is going to be, of course, underneath the LGBTQ fantasy category and lesbian romance as well. And so you can check it out on Amazon. I'll have links in the description. All links are in the description. It's coming out on Kindle Unlimited and Kindle and maybe paperback as well. The cover, really, really cute. And you know what they say? What happens at band camp stays at band camp. I don't know. Is that a phrase? I have no idea. Is it from a movie? There's something about band camp in a movie.
This one time at band camp.
Alright, so coming out on June 6th, we have another book. This is called Armitage. The thing that really pops out for me on this one is the cover. It is very hyper-realistic and cool, so I'm excited for this. This is coming out by Atlas Creed, again on June 6th, and this is what it says. It says, amidst the throes of grief over the loss of her sister, Rebecca Darrow is confronted by a phantom guardian. It calls her as it searches her mind for something or someone. Dragged into a realm of souls by the phantom, Rebecca begins to question her sister's fate. With the help of unlucky allies, she sets out in search of answers. Nika Ortez, a special agent with the FBI, works on a slew of cold cases concerning missing persons, one of which was Rebecca's sister, Nicole. Upon examination, the routine cases reveal something much darker at play, and Nico investigates the disappearances, equipped with a haunting theory. Paths cross and secrets emerge at the Armitage Hotel, where the violent storm imprisons the guests with the killer, searching for answers. What lies in store for the budding agent and the grief-stricken young girl will change both of their lives. Pretty awesome. There's some content warnings here. Oh man, I probably should have read the other ones. It contains adult language and depictions of violence and sexual assault that some may find uncomfortable. That thud in the background, we have someone painting our house. So that's what's happening. You can get this book on Kindle, and you can also get it on audiobook. And again, come check back for a paperback or hardcover. The cover's stunning. Great job, Atlas Creed. Can't wait for June 6th for people to see your book. So there you go. Coming up next, we have on June 12th, we have A Dream of Blood and Magic, a fantasy romance. So I know there's some romantasy people out there. We got you covered. We got you covered a couple times, so that's exciting. Yes, Olivia Boothe is the author. Underworld meets Kingdom of the Wicked in this forbidden love rivals to lovers. High stakes, slow burn, gothic, contemporary fantasy romance. A sinister darkness brew, sowing the seeds of war, and at the center of it all is a young witch willing to risk it all to save those she loves. When a mysterious crow crash lands through Avery Jackson's Brooklyn's apartment window, awakening the elemental magic dormant in her veins, Avery soon discovers her entire life has been a skillfully woven lie, and that even her new avian friends hold secrets of her own, including the answers to her shrouded past. But pulling back the veil is only the beginning. An ancient prophecy has been set in motion, thrusting Avery into centuries-old supernatural war between witches and vampires. Seeking to harness Avery's rare and ancient power, the most notorious dark arts witch hive in the world is on the hunt to find Avery before she's captured by Cain, a vampire sworn to protect humankind from the next spirit marked, a foretold witch with such immense raw magic it will threaten to destroy all life on Earth. You can go check it out. Of course, this is coming out on Kindle Unlimited and Kindle as well, which is exciting. You might be able to get this on paperback too. But the thing is this cover is a pretty, this is letting you know exactly that this is a fantasy romance and maybe a little bit dark too. Vampires are involved, so that's exciting. So that is coming out on June 12th. Go check it out. Links in the description. This next one doesn't have a link, all right? This is the first one I'm doing that doesn't have a link, but there's a reason why, and I'll explain it in just a second. This book is called Masks of the Miscam, Book 2 of the Nos Saga by Joaquín Baldwin. This is going to be a stunning sequel that expands an already vast universe. Withervale burns. After a terrifying encounter with the Red Stag, Lago, Starjaw, and the Wayfarers venture into Zorveria, but all they find is the Pink Capital is betrayal. Chased by enemies within and without, they take refuge in a land of magical beauty, the Mordusk Dome. A mischievous and seductive Caracol prince lurks in the doomed land of Felids, and he has set his eyes on Lago. But Lago's heart beats to the tune of the mountains, yearning for the lover he was forced to leave behind. The adventurers embark on a search of one of their missing animal spirits, the wise Mormuo. The ancient mammoth may hold the key to unlock the knowledge of the distant past, the only hope to defeat the growing army of the Nagyan Empire. Like treasure chests waiting to be opened, more domes await, holding within them as many riches as dangers. The wayfarers travel on in a quest to uncover the very conscience of nature. Nos is waiting for them. Masks of the Miscam is the second installment in the Nos Saga, an epic LGBTQ fantasy series. So that was the description off Goodreads, and I will have the Amazon link for the first book. The first book in the series is called Wolf of Withervale, and it is cool. It's very cool because this won the Queer Indie Awards and also the Ursa Major Awards as well for Best Novel. So we have Best Fantasy, Best Novel. This one is really awesome. I also have Joaquín Baldwin's website linked here as well. And yeah, this series seems like a lot of people are excited for, and the person that commented on the TikTok was someone who was a fan of the series and was looking forward to it. And so check it out. It's really cool. I like the website too, because he sells like props for his book of like masks and stuff, which is cool. But this almost seems like it's like shape-shifting type, monstery type stuff, which is awesome. So cool. So check it out. Masks of the Miscam is coming out on June 12th, and so that's exciting. So check it out, and I will have links that I can right there. This is the last book of the Indie Author Showcase, and I'm excited about it because again we have another stunning hyper-realistic cover, and it's another end of a series so far. So this is called The Firebrands, The Northwest Uprising, Book 3 by Nadya, Sayre. Again, a fan was the one that suggested this book will be here, and so that's really cool. But here is the description. What do you do when you lost everything? When you've pushed your real name so far down inside you that you can't even remember it, much less who you were. When you buried the people who knew you best, you hunt down the ones responsible. The US's invasion by a foreign power was unimaginable until it happened. The entire West Coast being forcibly separated by the rest of the country was impossible until it happened. Civilians becoming the region's only hope for freedom, ridiculous until it happened. Captains spent years fighting to unshackle her home state, aided in her fellow rebels and found family, becoming a leader by default. She turned into a living legend. Now she's on the move once more, determined to free the rest of the region or die trying. A healer, a rebel leader, an insurgent, and a liberator have become Firebrands. A thrilling read that follows the stories of a group of women freedom fighters. The Firebrands takes you on the adventure of a lifetime. Perfect for fans of Tamora Pierce, Garth Nix, and Brandon Sanderson. But yeah, this book comes out near the end on June 28th. Again, paperback, Kindle. This one actually has a paperback option there. And yeah, Nadya Sayre is doing that. And her first book of the series, if you want to get into it, I'll also have linked down below. But the first book is called The Rebels, the Northwest Uprising Book 1. These covers are really cool and very unique, and so I highly recommend checking it out and doing all that. So that is all of our books. We have 6 books this month for the Indie Author Showcase that are coming out in June. I hope you guys are able to find a book that interests you out of these categories and be able to support some indie authors as well. It's been really cool being able to read some of the books that I showcase. I'm of course not able to get to everything because I have so many books, but it's been really, really awesome to be able to read them and enjoy them. And you know, it's cool. Indie authors are the new way to go, and it's just we need to support them in some way and find a way to be able to find all these cool books that are coming out. And so check out these series, check out the stuff, and I hope to see you guys next time for the Indie Author Showcase, and we will talk to you guys later. Toodles!